You're distracted. You are distracted AF. And these distractions that you refuse to let go of is what's literally keeping you exactly where you are. Okay. And one thing I know about you, if you're watching my content on this channel, you don't like where you are. There's something about your life you want to change. There's something you're not happy with. But if you do not let go of these distractions, I promise you, nothing for you will change. A lot of times we don't realize distractions is escapism, right? You're trying to escape the life you're not happy with. And distractions are all around, okay? It's hard to escape them. You got social media distractions, laughing at funny videos, Instagram videos, TikTok, Reels. A lot of your friendships could be distractions, especially if you're friends with people who aren't really trying to reach any goals. They don't have any long-term plans. They're just kind of living day to day. You could be distracting yourself through alcohol. I used to do that a lot. You could be distracting yourself through gambling, through PORN. Okay, there's so many forms of distractions. And if you want to reach a higher version of yourself, if you want to get to that goal, whatever it is, whether it's starting the business, maybe you want to lose weight, whatever the goal is, no matter how crazy it is, in order for you to truly get there, it is going to require you to eliminate distractions. And that's the most uncomfortable part of leveling up, of glowing up. Because who you are today, you're used to distractions. You go to happy hours, you're hanging out at Taco Tuesdays and Thirsty Thursdays, right? You're at the cookouts and the pool parties. You're doing all of the things except the one thing that's going to actually make you better, okay? And the reason why most people don't change, the reason why most people don't glow up, they don't level up, they don't reach new heights in their life is because they are unwilling to let go of the distractions, okay? But the longer you hold on to them, the longer you are stagnating your growth. Change is extremely hard, which is why most people don't change. Believe it or not, most people do not wake up and they're not working on their goals. Most people are not working on being a better person. They're not. They're just living day by day by day. And maybe for the longest time, that was you. That used to be me. I wasn't always on a journey to being my higher self. I was not always on a journey of, you know, growing my business and fixing my body. I wasn't on that type of time years ago. It wasn't until these past 5 years that I've really been locked into leveling up, glowing up my life. Most people never get to that point, unfortunately, right? But what I need you to understand is in order for you to reach your goals, it's going to require you to change who you are. It's going to require you to let go of these distractions that have been holding you back. And I want you to think about it like this. The longer you hold on, the longer you're going to continue to feel the way you feel. Because again, if you're watching this channel, there's something about your life you want to level up. This channel is a self-development channel. Even my weight loss and fitness channel, it's self-development, right? I am in the self-development niche. So if you're watching these videos, you want to self-develop. Well, how are you going to do that? You got to let go of the distractions. Now, I'm not sitting here saying it's going to happen overnight and it's going to be easy, but I want you to ask yourself, which hard do you prefer? The life that you're already living, that you're not satisfied with, you have no fulfillment in it. Maybe your finances aren't where you want it to be. Maybe your mindset isn't where you want it to be. You want to live that hard, or do you want to live the hard temporarily of letting go of the things that you're used to? Only you can make that decision. And I'm not sitting here saying there's a right or a wrong answer. What I am saying, though, is if you do want to level up, if you do want to change, if you want to reach your goals, you're going to have to let go of the distractions. Now, how do you do that? For me, I can only speak from my perspective. I let go of distractions when I stopped hanging around people who weren't on my type of time, which was everyone. I'm just keeping it real. It was everyone. I was going this way, they're going that way. Our paths no longer align. And I was the person that was always trying to force things to work. I've always been that way. Like, it's so hard for me to let go of a friendship. I was the friend that would really continue to try to make it work, but it doesn't work, okay? You're going this way, they're going that way, you no longer align. But when I did decide to finally let go of the friendships that I was holding on to, things changed, because with those friendships came distractions. And I'm not sitting here saying that the friendships were necessarily bad friendships. They just no longer aligned, okay? But that let go of a lot of distractions. Now that I don't have these people in my life anymore, I'm not rushing to happy hours. I'm not sending funny videos back and forth, getting them to laugh and we laughing at these jokes, right? I'm not on the phone texting and gossiping. I'm not doing all those things anymore because those interactions have now ended. So that took care of half of the problem right there. So the other distraction that I had was alcohol abuse. I used to drink every single day. And I started that habit when I was working my 9 to 5 that I absolutely hated. And I was so miserable there, I felt trapped. I've talked about this story before. And so even once I quit my job and started becoming a content creator and making money online, I was still drinking because that's the habit that I had when I was at my 9 to 5. So I just carried it with me. And it actually got worse because at least at work, I can't be drunk. Well, now here I am at home all day by myself, no friends, trying to run a business. And so I had unlimited alcohol supply. Okay, so it actually got worse when I was working for myself. But I realized through the midst of all the alcohol, I can't grow my business if I'm always buzzed. See, at first I thought I could. I was like, I'm buzzed. This is how I function better when I'm buzzed. I'm more creative when I buzz. Like, I was making all these excuses as to why I needed to hold on to the alcohol. But these excuses that I was making was actually hindering me from growing the business. Something else that I want you guys to understand and that I had to realize for myself, I had a lot of inner work that I needed to do. What did I tell you? Distractions is escapism. There's something that you're escaping from, right? All distractions. It's not just alcohol. It's not just, toxic friendships. It's not just gambling. It's not just social media. There's something that you're trying to escape from when you are allowing these distractions to take over your life. And most of the time you are. If it's something that you have to do every day or every other day, it is not a healthy distraction. It's something you're trying to escape. And so I started going to counseling and I started realizing what the alcohol abuse was really symbolizing in my life. There were things about myself that I was trying to escape. There were traumas in my life that I had not yet dealt with, and I was trying to avoid dealing with them by always being drunk. And so once I started handling that, once I started working through that, I no longer needed alcohol to escape from the things I was not happy with. And this is the part that stings. In order for you to attract the things that you want in your life, it's going to require you to become the person that you need to become in order to attract those things. See, a lot of times we try to chase, right? And I was actually in a yoga class and she put it, man, the way she said it was amazing. She said, a lot of times we try to chase butterflies, and when we chase them, they fly away. But what if, starting today, you decided to plant a garden? You decided to water flowers and create this beautiful garden. Now the butterflies will come to you. And so what that means is, if you didn't connect the dots, what that means is, in order for you to reach the goals that you have, stop chasing them. Stop chasing money. Stop chasing weight loss. Stop chasing all of these goals that you have. Instead, focus on becoming the version of yourself that you need to become in order to attract it to you. So maybe you want the business, so you're trying to chase money. You're trying to chase quick fixes and trends, but it never works because you're not fixing you. If you want a successful business, instead of chasing money, focus on fixing you, no longer having excuses, no longer procrastinating, showing up every single day working on one thing towards this business that you want so badly, planting the seeds of the garden so that the money comes to you. And once I started living my life like that, all things came to me. Everything has come to me since I let go of the distractions, since I stopped trying to escape a life that I was not happy with. I am literally creating the life of my dreams because I am working on who I need to be in order to attract it. So I hope this video resonates with you. These are the things that I work with my students on in Glow Up Academy. This is the space where you truly become the version of yourself that you need to become in order to make the money online that you want to make, whether that's through selling your digital products, monetizing your platforms, whatever your goals are in life. You must change who you are. So if you are ready to change, you want to glow up, then join my Glow Up Academy. The link is down below in my description. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.